Well, hello everyone, it's Susie Acker, Crypto Granny from Ethereum Trading Solutions. I hope you're all well, looking after yourself, being kind to yourself, being kind to your parents, your families, your beautiful animals, your beautiful cats, whatever animal you have, and just being kind to the world just to make this a better place. Now today, my video is called XRP, Major XRP FUDD as usual, but just a bit of housekeeping. Please press that subscribe button. I'm getting used to this marketing thing now, and now I get it. It's taken me 2 or 3 years. You know, I get higher rankings apparently for YouTube if you press the subscribe. So please just do it now. Please press the subscribe button, okay? I didn't know about this. I'm just learning, as you know. Another thing too, please look at my Patreon. Minimum is $10 a month, which is not even a cup of coffee. I do daily iPods on there, read market from Monday to Friday. I talk a lot about trading, cryptos, investment cryptos, all sorts of things, okay? So please do support me on that. A lot's going on. You know, I talk about even if you pay for $10, you know, I've spoken about Ambrosis where people have doubled their money. I'm onto the key, I'm onto all sorts of things. So look, it's not a lot of money. It's $10, please, a month to support me on Patreon. Also, I've got Crypto Granny merchandise now, animals, Australian animals. So I told you I'm getting into this marketing thing. It's taken me 10 years. But anyway, being, you know, a crypto granny, it's taken me a lot longer than the younger generation, of course. And look, my videos are going to be shorter. And there's a reason for that, because some of the younger generation can only watch about 7 minutes, okay? I know, you know, us middle-aged crypto grannies, us middle-aged people, we do have the concentration. You know, we can watch, you know, 15 minutes and half an hour. But the younger generation, you know, they're not like us X's and baby boomers, which we're proud of it. They just can't handle the, you know, more than 7 minutes. Fair dinkum, what can I say? But in saying that, I've got a new client, one of my most smartest clients I've come across so far, and his name's Clark. He's 27 years of age, a man. You know, I had a couple of conversations with this guy, and he just spins me out. One of the most impressive young men I've ever met. He's just wow. So Clark, you're incredible, man, and you really seriously impressed me. He's only 27, and yes, I have to say I am impressed by some of the younger generation. They're freaking amazing, man, freaking amazing. So also there's a really, really good wallet out there, which I'm supporting, and I don't normally support products, as you know. I don't get paid for crypto or anything else. But this one I've got to say is sensational. It's called the Cobalt wallet. And honestly, this thing, apparently it's not cheap, but it's better than the Tracer, it's better than the Laser, it's fireproof, it's anti-corrosive, you've got your own safe, it's unbelievable, right? It's $479, not cheap. Look, I do, if I sell any of these, and I'll tell you straight out, I'll get 10% commission. But the thing is, you know, this is something I'm going to buy myself, because I've got the Ledger Nano S, and honestly, there's been a lot of hacks on that lately, and I don't like it. And if there's hacks on things, you know, it means there's a risk of me holding my crypto. So I'm going to buy one of these wallets myself, because, you know, if you've got a lot of crypto, you don't want it being lost or hacked or whatever. And this one's got a safe, as I said, it's anti-fireproof and all that stuff, which I've never seen anything like that before, and anti-corrosion and the whole thing, right? So let's get on to it. I want to try and keep these pretty short, and I might even have to speed up the thing. So what have we got here? We've got Major XRP FUDD, and I'm not going to mention anyone's names, YouTubers' names, or anyone now. It's in reference to this particular article, okay? I don't even want to show the name, really. And this particular article was talking about comparing XRP to the Federal Reserve, okay? And the Federal Reserve, as you know, is issuing trillions and trillions and trillions of dollars, right? The Federal Reserve basically was set up, you know, to manage the money of the US. It's basically a central banking system, okay? And through the Senate, they can issue as much paper as they want into the market They can issue as many US dollars they want into the market if they get it through Senate approval, right? Now, we know in the last couple of weeks they've issued 3.1 billion, and they're now talking about issuing even more. Now, the thing is with that, when they print money, okay, they actually create more and more debt, okay, and which effectively puts down the US dollar. The US dollar goes down, 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 okay? So if you are in US dollars, and I've said this before, you're basically purchasing what you can buy is getting less and less and less. So this article here, the Federal Reserve basically printed more money in the last month than they actually printed in 2 centuries, okay, from 1776 to 1979. They printed more and more money, okay? So if you look at this this debt cycle here, this is huge, right? The last time I looked at this, it was 22 trillion. This thing's gone up to 27 trillion, clicking over all the time. So for you guys to pay back the debt that the Fed is issuing per taxpayer, it's gone up to 213,000. It used to be about 180, and debt per citizen, whether you're working or not, is now 80,000. Okay, so that thing is clicking over the whole time, right? And it shows you, the population, who's on food stamps and everything else. And all these figures are getting worse and worse and worse, right? It's just a shocker, right? And it's got currencies and derivatives and everything else, okay? So what happens when they keep printing money? The US dollar keeps going down, down, down. And you're actually basically destroying your own currency, right? So in other words, US dollar keeps dropping, 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 dropping faster than the speed of XRP, okay? And that's why XRP is a better investment than the US dollar, because the US dollar will keep going down and down and down, providing these, the Fed keeps issuing more and more money. And that's what I've said in the 2 centuries, from literally 1700 on to 1979, they've done more than 2 centuries of debt, okay? So what this guy says is just wrong, and it's clickbait. So basically, then he says the company behind XRP will double the supply of XRP. Obviously, this guy doesn't understand crypto technology, okay? When you write crypto technology in the consensus language of the crypto technology, they use computer language, okay? And Ripple uses C++ plus Java. They used to use JavaScript. Just think of that as computer language in a computer program where they've issued a coin, and the maximum of that computer language in the whole thing, in the eco structure, is 100 billion. They cannot issue any more than 100 billion because they've written it in the computer language in a program where they can't change it, okay? The only way you can change that 100 billion is to go and fork Ripple's technology and produce another coin, i.e. Stellar, which is what Stellar did. So Ripple's technology was written by David Schwartz in 2012. Then it was copied by Stellar, by the guy that left, Jed McCaleb, in 2014. So Stellar is a copy of Ripple, and a very poor copy of Ripple. You know what I'm saying? And it's centralized, right? Stellar is not a comparison to Ripple. Trust me. Stellar copied Ripple's open source computer language to create their own coin, okay? And that's a fact, and look it up, right? Now, the thing is, if you want to increase the size of an issue that's already out there, you can't do it. It's not like the Fed where you can keep issuing and issuing money. With Ripple's technology, it's written in stone in JavaScript and C++, that you can't change the supply, all right? And this is where these people are stupid. This is digital, cryptocurrency, blockchain, distributed ledger technology, which is even better than blockchain because it doesn't use the miners, right? Like Bitcoin, like Ethereum, like Litecoin, and those blockchains, because they use the miners, are centralized because the miners are centralized, right? Centralized. Bitcoin, of course, and Ethereum uses the same miners, right? Litecoin uses different ones, but the fact is they are centralized, right? So as I said, you cannot change or modify change the original code. And the only way you can do that is a fork. And Stellar is a very poor copy of Ripple. They couldn't even produce their own technology, so of course they've got to copy Ripple's, right? XRP's technology. And that's why anyone that says that Stellar is better than XRP are just stupid, right? I've said it, it's stupid. All right, so let's make this very quick because all the young generation can't take it any more than that. So, and again, keep banging on about Ripple is centralized. It's not. has well over 1,000 nodes, and most of those nodes, 97% of them, are independent nodes, okay? Independent nodes, right? Then we go on to the next thing, and well, let's talk this up because, you know, otherwise people just get, you know, bored. It's not a banking coin. They don't even know the technology or what blockchain is or what distributed ledger technology is. Don't you get it? Blockchain and distributed technology is peer-to-peer. The whole idea of doing blockchain and distributed technology is so that you wouldn't have to go through the banks to manage your foreign currency, right? So whoever said that Ripple XRP is a banking coin are just stupid, and I'll say it again, stupid, because this is the whole idea. It's peer-to-peer. I can send you XRP. You can buy me XRP. You can buy my house with XRP. I don't need to go through a bank or a real estate agent for you to buy or send me XRP. This is the whole idea of the technology. You know, it's peer-to-peer, right? You know, we don't need miners or anything. We don't need validators. It's peer-to-peer. It's not just a banking coin. It's a banking coin for everyone. And I don't know how much I need to say that and bang on about that, because seriously, some people just tell lies and it's FUD and it's just completely wrong. Then this particular fellow uses the word despise. He despises, some people despise XRP. I mean, what a word to use, despise. I mean, that's just unbelievable. They keep banging on about it being centralized when it's not. As I said, there's well over 1,000 nodes that validate transactions, which Ripple has no control of. 97% of those nodes are independent that validate the transactions within the ecosystem of Ripple, Ripple's technology, right? They have no control over that and needs 80% consensus. So there's so many other coins and tokens that we can talk about that are centralized, okay? You know, let's talk about Stellar, less than 70 nodes, right? Let's talk about Neo, 8. They have 70 nodes or 8 nodes to validate transactions. What does that tell you? How easy would it be to do a 51% attack? Someone, a bad actor or anyone else, to get access to the system and take over 51% of 70 of the nodes or 51% of 8 of the nodes. You only need 4 or 5 nodes, right? 5 nodes out of 8 to take over the system and steal Neo's coins, right? You know, IOTA, 33% of the coins are pushed through by the administrators. Sometimes the technology doesn't work. You lose your bloody coins. EOS, system breakdown for months on end, right? ETC, Ethereum Classic. Why is the price up here when Ethereum has already had 3 major hacks on its technology and the coins have gone nowhere? The price didn't even fall. I mean, the price should be $3 less, right? I mean, it's just bunkum. It's just madness. It's crazy. Fair income. I mean, Ripple's had 50 million ledger transactions and never a hack. And yet Ethereum Classic has a huge hack again in 2 hacks in a week, you know, where someone's got a 51% of malicious attack, which means they've got into the system, they're controlling all the nodes and they steal the coins, right? And yet the price doesn't do anything, doesn't even go down. I mean, the technology, a hacker has got into the technology and they could steal everyone's coins because they can take stuff off the ledger and you know, do anything, change the ledger because they're in the technology, right? Again, Bitcoin Gold got hacked, you know, EOS, Verge, you know, Ethereum's been hacked, Bitcoin, you know, Verge got hacked 3 times, right? You know, again, POW and Bitcoin and Ethereum, because of the miners, they're centralized. I can go on and on about this. And there's more and more technology where there's frauds and this and that, right? And scams, for heaven's sakes. Give me a break here, man. Focus on something that's really important, okay? Really important, right? And then there's other YouTubers. I said to one of my friends, Wendy, oh, you know, who are XRP haters, and they're apparently really well-known YouTubers, right? One's an Aussie, and I'm not going to tell you the other guy's name. They go, oh, look, you know, they were against XRP. Oh, you know, I hate it because it's a bank coin, blah, blah. Again, these guys don't even know what blockchain technology or distributed ledger technology is about, right? They have no idea, okay? And that is very frustrating to me, okay? Very frustrating to me. Now, what's on that? So, you know, we've got the US economy, and look at that. You know, the more it goes down, 32%, which means a depression, the more bloody, you know, the more US dollars are going to print, right? And that's a fact. So let's have a look at this, right? Let me bring this over to you, right? I haven't got it on the slide thing, but you know, I'm not that great in, you know, in this sort of stuff. But you know what? The more they print US dollars, right? And the Fed can do that time and time again, it's actually deteriorating your purchasing power in the dollar. You US citizens, right? You're getting less for your money constantly. Now, if you look at the US yen, right? The US dollar back here used to be 149 against the yen. You know, now we're lucky, you're lucky if it's 105. Now, if it goes below 100, and look at the volume here, you know, he'd get back to 77, right? And that's what's happening. The Fed keeps issuing money constantly. It's not a store of value. Where XRP cannot do that. The system will not allow it to do that unless, excuse me, unless you fork another coin. That's the only way, right? Only way. So what people are saying is just not right. And I have to say something, man. Right. So where are we with all this? You know, there's people that say, oh, I'm an XRP hater. Oh, I hate it. And you've got companies out there, you know, and look at this source I've given you here, saying that Ripple ranks as the highest amongst companies in blockchain center, according to an annual ranking from Huron, who does this incredible ranking, global unicorn indexes, right? You know, out of all these incredible progressive technology companies, these guys are way out there. So, you know, I know I'm right. XRP will be absolutely number one, and there's so many dissenters out there that just don't know what they're talking about. Anyway, guys, that's enough of me, because the generation before me, before that, can't handle too long a video. But please, you know, subscribe to me, press that button. I need those subscriptions, apparently. I didn't know that. So please do that. Please support me on Patreon. You're all great. I love my clients, my nice subscribers. Anyone that's horrible to me, I just delete them. That's it. But thank you so much for listening to me. I love you all, and thanks a lot. Cheers, and I'll talk to you very soon.